We live again, ladies and gentlemen, with me, Sanchez,
Ras Jerr.
Chairman.
Ras Jerr Zoo.
That's him. He's building a hotel in Punta Gorda, by the way. So that's gonna be a part of your sleeping quarters when you
Bed and
get
breakfast.
your
Bed and breakfast.
yeah. When you
In PG.
get a booking with the Red Cliff tour guys in Barranco, okay? Mr. Mayor. Chairman. Why we keep making the same mistake?
Well, I guess
maybe you look like a
I
chairman.
guess it's just a U.S. mentality. You guys live here so long, so yeah.
What's the thing, Fred? Why we keep calling him a mayor?
It's just the environment.
Just the environment.
Just the environment. You all been living in the U.S. for so many years, over 20, 40 years. So the head of this community is a mayor.
Yeah, we recognize him as a mayor.
As a mayor, you all recognize me as a mayor.
So
but in Belize, I'm recognized as a chairman.
Yeah.
As a village
Our
chairman.
apologies, ladies and gentlemen. You know,
Yeah.
chairman.
But which is okay.
Ras Jerr.
Maybe we'll take that to another notch in the near future.
Yes, sir. So, one thing we need to get discuss with the chairman is the Barranco Road situation, folks. The 5 famous words in the Toledo district are Barranco Road is bad, man. Nobody wants to go to Barranco. They say the government don't want to fix the road. So, where do we go from here?
Where do we go from? That's the question.
Mr. Chairman?
Who do we go to?
Now, the question is, what is the Belize government is going to do for Barranco to have a decent road so all the people can go to Barranco whenever they want to go to Barranco?
Yeah. Without stressing on the conditions
Yeah,
of
but
the
they
road.
say the reason that they don't want to go to Barranco is because there's
The road.
nothing there. They say there's nothing there.
No,
There's
that used to be the sentiment.
Okay.
There's nothing there.
Yeah.
There's always something in
No
Bronco.
mass, right?
Oh man, there's
plenty
there's
to do in
plenty to
Bronco.
do in Bronco.
Yeah.
There's always something to do in Bronco.
Yeah.
Somewhere to go in Bronco.
Okay.
Someone to see.
Look here. There's a lot of work still needs to get done.
Okay.
Barranco is on that journey. We have the Andy Palacio. I'm hoping, and I might not be ahead of myself on this one.
The museum.
Well, the museum should be coming up very soon.
Okay.
And there are a few more other things that might be happening in the near future. But of course, there are a few things you can do in Barranco. You know, we have the Cultural Museum, the House of Culture.
Okay.
Of course, there's Watina
Okay.
Bar and Grill.
Okay.
There's also, well, put it like this: we have folks in Barranco who are certified tour guides,
Okay.
and people who come from the U.S. who goes to Barranco, they can go do bird watching.
Okay.
They can go do baboon watching and different things like those. I might want to commend Alvin Loreto. He's
Okay.
one of our certified tour guides,
Okay.
and I'm sure there are others
So,
also in
so,
Barranco.
so if you're a tour guide, Mr. Alvin Loreto, we want you to be a part of the Red Cliff tours. Just let us know what you want, okay? And we're gonna make it happen.
You know,
Okay, Chairman. I'm sorry,
and
cut you off.
there are also a few businesses in Barranco that you can visit. You know, we have Miss Mariano, Beatrice Mariano. You know, she have a family establishment as well,
Okay.
and she provides nice services to visitors who comes to Barranco.
Okay.
And she's a very good baker, by the way. I might commend her on that one.
Okay.
We have Miss Angelina Nicholas. She
Okay.
have a neighborhood store.
Okay.
We have the old Mr. Trigueño,
Okay.
the neighborhood store as well, which is run right now by Mr. Huicho, you know, in Barranco. And who else do we have? Oh, Mr. Carson.
Okay.
Mr. Carson.
That's a white guy from U.S., right?
Man, I'm a white guy.
I mean,
That's the guy from the U.S.
that's the guy.
yes.
But he been like,
Yeah, but he's been
like
living
almost
he's
half
been-
a century.
Yeah,
so
he's been
he
living
is
in
one of us,
Barranco,
ladies and gentlemen.
probably
yeah.
30 years
Yeah.
or more.
Yeah.
He's one
I
of,
mean,
our,
he's
one of our citizens.
Yeah,
you know,
okay.
he's one of our
Exactly.
citizens in Barranco
Exactly.
now, and you know, he's very helpful. He's very, you know, participant in whatever is happening in the village.
Okay.
You know, he's well involved.
One of the things we need more about Barranco is more economic development.
Of
Okay.
course.
You know,
And
so
I
our
agree with you on
folks
that,
can
yeah.
come back, you know, to their home where they really belong.
Yeah,
You know, everyone who's away from Barranco, and you know, we need to come back home let them come and help us redevelop Barranco.
Mm-hmm.
Like let's do what we call a re-gentrification of Barranco.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You know, so we can come back home, and let everybody know that that Barranco still exists. You know, Barranco's not going anywhere,
Yeah.
and Barranco's always gonna be there.
Okay.
You know, we just holding Barranco for
Yeah.
everybody else to come back home to Barranco.
So you think it's gonna happen very soon, right?
Yeah, of course.
Well,
Chairman?
let me just put a light on that at the same time. And it was very nice that Mr. Nicholas brought up that subject, because there are quite a few Barangona Americans, American Barangona Americans,
Okay.
who live here in the U.S.,
Okay.
who have expressed their interests of
Yeah.
going back home as retirees,
Yeah.
you know, to acquire certain land and property to be able to establish something. I mean, whichever way they're going to do it, but my thing is this, they should have already worked on that quite a few years back.
Good.
Yeah.
You know, now they're on
Farther behind.
on a, well, yeah,
They get ready to retire.
well, they're getting ready to retire, so right now it's somewhat like a stampede. They're trying to rush to get to the finish line.
Okay. Okay.
It doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
You understand? If you didn't have so much input in the community back in the days,
Yeah.
I don't expect you to come and say or recommend this, that right now. You understand?
Yeah.
We welcome everybody back home.
They need to
Don't
come
get
in
me
and-
wrong.
They need to come in and find out what's going on first, right?
They need to come in. They also need to contribute to the community. They need
Okay.
to see what's happening in the community.
Okay.
You know, we just don't want folks from here in the U.S.
Yeah.
to say, oh, this, that, and not knowing what's happening back home.
So let me ask you this: what's going to happen with I mean, if people don't take care of their properties, they don't cut their properties. I heard you've got some kind of program going on to where you're going to cut it for free. Is that true?
Wow. Okay, you're trying to put me on the spot here.
I'm just kidding.
Listen,
I'm just kidding.
yeah, but I really don't want to go that route with
Yeah.
that specific question. Yes, I mean there are certain things we might implement eventually if people are not taking care of their properties, especially the overgrown properties.
Yeah.
You see, if you have properties in Barranco and it's overgrown and you're not taking care of it, I mean, brother, what do you expect?
You recommend that. I mean, maybe they come in and take care of
And
the business.
there
right?
might be somebody who really needs a property who's going to really develop and put something there.
Yeah.
If you're not taking care of it, man, come on.
Yeah.
You understand? If your love is in Barranco, then shut.
Yeah.
Maintain the property, right?
I understand.
You understand? But it's technical
Yeah.
and it's very touchy.
I understand. Yeah.
You know, and certain things like those, of course, I'm not going to elaborate much on it because they might say, oh, the chairman said this, the chairman the dictator, or the chairman this. I mean, hey,
Yeah.
this is society we live in. Everybody's entitled to free speech and their entitlement to what they think. I respect all that.
Mr. Nicholas,
Yes, sir.
what do you think? What is your what do you think Barranco needs to focus on to kind of? Besides, we've got a lot of manufacturing to be going on in Barranco. We've got the cement block makers coming. We've got the Red Cliff hot sauce, wing sauce coming. We've got the Red Cliff tours coming. What else do you think we need to get us some traffic over there?
Well, what I really think is, I believe Barranco needs some good ideas.
Okay.
You know, there's so many well-educated individuals who came out of Barranco, who never ever came out to Barranco
Or contribute.
or contribute to Barranco. Not only that, we also need people to come and just give us some basic ideas what we need to do to develop the country, develop the village, so we can become probably in a couple of years a town, maybe a city.
Yeah.
I'm most likely for people to come back home and see, get their folks going again.
So Ras
My-
Jerr can be a mayor then, right?
My-
Not a chairman.
Well, eventually, I might be elevated to a mayor in the next 5 years if I decide to go back and,
exactly.
you know, to assist my community. My brother, friends, families, and everybody knows that. I'm doing this what I do in Barranco because I love my village, not because I have to do it.
Yeah.
I can be comfortable with whatever I'm doing back home. I love my village, I love my community, I love my people, and I'm just trying to help my village develop. I know a lot of people. I can try to get things going, and that's what I'm doing right now.
Well, let me
understand?
put it this way. You know, for some reason, we have this thing going on with the Mayas who want to take over the whole of Toledo district.
They want to take over the whole of Television?
Not only that, eventually they want to take over the whole of Barranco.
Yeah.
Well, that's a different story by itself, Mr. Nicholas. It's a very touchy subject.
It's a very, very, very touchy
which
subject.
I don't want to get into at this point in time.
The point is, for right now, that we used to go about 5, 6, or 7 miles to Barranco for our farmland, away from Barranco. Now, for some reason, somebody, I'm not going to mention the names,
Please don't.
went ahead and developed what we call Midtown.
Midway.
Yeah.
Midway. Not only that,
Midtown is used to, okay?
well,
Yeah.
not only that,
Yeah.
Midway used to be our folks' farmland.
This we call it Gamala or something, right?
No,
Was it Gamala?
you can't Lidice.
Oh, Lidise.
I'm not sure, but
Gamala was
yeah.
the other way through him.
Lidice,
Through him.
I'm my father's land. All of us share about acres and acres of land of farmland. But because of the goodness of our heart, we buy some of these folks in, so they can do something for themselves.
Yeah.
But eventually, now they want to go ahead and take over our land, which happens to be the Garinaga people land. Now, when they were going ahead and do what they call a Maya land,
Yeah.
the Garinaga people should went ahead along with them and said, look, we are indigenous people as well.
Yeah.
Right? And we want to make sure that we keep our land as Garinaga people land. Now, what are we going to do as our people in Barranco to make sure that we keep our land?
Mm-hmm.
Say something to me.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. There's a process right now that's in effect in Barranco as we speak. We're having dialogues with our neighbors. We're having dialogue with the ministry and other government officials. So let's give it a little time.
Okay, cool.
Let's give it a little time. I don't want to speculate. I don't want to give conclusion when it comes to that, because it's an old but young situation at this point in time. I'm glad that the government is listening. And they are part of the negotiation and discussion. So that's a good start.
It's a very good start.
That's a good start. So from there, we'll take it from there.
But we want to make sure that all the Garinaga people will be able to go back to Barranco as a community.
Well, everybody would love that. And that is the reason I was telling you earlier about the retirees who want to move back to Barranco. What do you have planned for Barranco? What is your plan coming to Barranco? Do you have something there now? What is your contribution? I mean, what do we need to do? How do we need to prepare for you if you're coming as a retiree? What has been your contribution to the community?
It's a very touchy subject.
So
Very touchy.
I mean, people want to be able to do this and do that,
Yeah.
just like that. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. You have to be online. You have to be in touch and see what's happening in your community, folks. You have to be in touch and see what's happening in your community. If you're not in touch with your community and what's happening in your community, you're out of sight.
Don't say anything. Just
You're
be
out of
quiet.
sight. And I applaud all my folks who want to come home and retire. I'm for that. If we'll try to get you some land so you can settle in, development. Retirement is a beautiful thing.
But
We'll work on that.
But Mr. Mayor, one of the things that we need to say about Barranco, we need some economic development in Barranco.
I think it's coming.
We need people to come to Barranco
Do you know?
and create
Do
some
you
ideas.
realize
I
what
think it's
brings?
coming, it's
Do you
coming,
realize
it's
that
coming.
brings economic development? It's development.
Development,
Social development.
Exactly.
Social development brings economical development.
Well, we need that, man.
Thank you.
We need
So-
One step. It's a step. It's a ladder.
It's a ladder. We need one person to begin.
Well, Mr.
Mr. Sanchez is beginning.
yourself.
Mr. Sanchez is beginning with something.
And a couple more retirees are coming.
Other folks.
You
But we need some more people.
I want to be able to assist them, to accommodate them with what they need.
Yeah, exactly.
With the goodness of my heart, and I'm sure with the goodness of the heart of the community, I want to be able to assist our Barangunas who want to retire and find them a piece of property and build and have something.
But what I'm saying is, with economic development, people will start say build it, and people will come back. Just build something, and people will start coming back.
And so we should wait on the government, right, to say we're
No.
going to come do something for you guys.
No, we have
got to
to-
do it on our own.
Well,
Yeah,
well,
don't know.
it's a team effort. Government, village, and you guys.
Yeah. Okay.
And that is the reason I have been like really from way back, going back and say, create organizations or groups here in the US make fundraising, do certain things, and contribute to the community. Because one day, you guys are gonna go back home.
Eventually.
Yes.
Eventually, not
I'm
just
going
you,
back home next
other
month, by the
folks.
way.
So this is the time to do fundraising, get organized, get groups, you know, and do fundraising to assist the village. Because one day that's where you're going to.
Yeah.
Because you're coming to me now looking for land to build because you're retiring.
Yes.
So start helping from now. We need equipments to do the park, to clean the cemetery, to clean the school, to clean the streets. We need equipments. Barranco don't have it like that. We cannot depend on the government. You see, I'm just there 2 years. This problem that we're talking about has been there for 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
So I cannot fix it by myself right now. I'm trying to do a change.
You need a community effort.
That too.
Collective effort. Collective
Well,
effort.
yeah,
All the
that-
Barangonas.
Well, that too. That's another session by
All the
itself.
Barangonas need to
Unity. That's another session by itself.
Yeah.
Being united in the village is, you know, it's another segment by itself. Yeah, it's a very important subject. But yeah,
so
it's
ladies
well
and
needed.
gentlemen,
Yeah.
we encourage you, if you're Barangona, if you have some interest in Barranco, come on, just step it up. And we more certain that once we get things going on over there, maybe the government gonna say, well, yeah, we're gonna give them a road. We're gonna give them a nice, pretty road going to Barranco, right?
It doesn't matter whether you're from Barranco or not Barranco. If you're interested of coming to Barranco, and you bring something to help us develop the village in Barranco, come on down.
And it's not just Barangonas, of course.
Just come on down.
It could be our neighboring,
It could be anyone.
PG, Danriga, Hopkins,
Just
different
come on
places.
down and
Or
help us
anybody from,
develop
regardless of what part of the world you're from.
You know what's so strange? You always ask for about people from like Belize City, the northern districts. Have you ever been to Barranco? We don't know where Barranco is. And you know what? Even some people from Stan Creek, PG, we don't know where Barranco is. Look, that's gonna change.
That's
folks.
sad though.
That's gonna change. We're gonna change that. We're gonna change that conception. We're gonna change that because guess what?
We want to know
You're gonna come to Barranco,
I'll
you're gonna
be back.
get branded. Okay?
I'll be right back.
With Barranco.
We want to know.
It's
We
gonna
want
be all
everybody
right.
to know where Barranco is. And Barranco is the southernmost towns of the Belize district. Face it, Barranco.
And we'll be right back,
Cliffs.
folks. Happy Mother's Day to you, folks.